Harjit Anand, Governor Aid Public Relation for District 3141। आज का जो है प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस रखा गया है रोटरी क्लब ऑफ मुंबई खार और डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3141 के प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में कि हम साल में क्या क्या प्रोजेक्ट्स करने जा रहे हैं और क्या क्या हमने किया। आज हमारे गवर्नर भी यहाँ पे हैं, हरजीत सिंह तलवार, जो कि बताएंगे हमारे ट्रस्ट एरियाज़ क्या हैं। मेरे साथ बैठे हुए हैं अमरलाल बजाज, जो कि रोटरी क्लब ऑफ मुंबई खार के प्रेसिडेंट हैं। वो अपने क्लब्स के प्रोजेक्ट बताएंगे। मोर देन 100 क्लब्स आर देयर इन मुंबई, जिसमें से एक रोटरी क्लब ऑफ मुंबई खार है और उसका जो हेड होता है और डिस्ट्रिक्ट होता है और डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर आज हमारे साथ में हैं। उसके अलावा रोटरी की ब्रांड एम्बेसडर और रोटरी ऑनररी रोटेरियन अर्चना कोचर भी आज साथ में हैं। वो भी काफ़ी प्रोजेक्ट्स करती हैं और रोटरी के साथ में हमारा सहयोग दे रही हैं। राजेश जी हैं हमारे साथ में, हिज एक्सलेंसी जुल्फ़िकर गढ़ियाली जी हैं, जो कि L9 रॉयल फैमिली के CEO हैं, पार्टनर हैं। और हमारे साथ में राघवन जी हैं और हाशमी जी हैं, जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट में अब काफ़ी ब्लड डोनेशन वगैरह के प्रोजेक्ट्स कर रहे हैं। सो बेसिकली टुडे वी आर डिस्कसिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स जो कि हम अपने जो समाज को जो हम अच्छा काम करके दे रहे हैं, और हम ये चाहते हैं कि आप उन तक ये हमारा मैसेज पहुँचाएँ कि हम क्या करना चाह रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक तरफ कुआं है एक तरफ प्यासा है, उसका मिलाप जो है प्रेस कराएगा। सो वी वांट मैक्सिमम कवरेज सो दैट they come and take the benefit of the project. So now Amarlal Bajaj will talk.
Welcome friends to the world of Rotary. Once you join Rotary, you see something which is vastly different than how one leads the life. A smile a day counts to million smiles in a year by Rotarians throughout the world. As president of Rotary Club of Mumbai Khar, my main focus is going to be self-defense training for the girl child, which is the need of the hour. And I request all, whoever is seeing this video, to please come forward, help us to help those kids who can fight back in life. That's our main. Thank you.
मैं रोटरी के साथ छोटे प्रोजेक्ट्स में 2-3 साल से जुड़ी हुई हूँ, जहाँ रोटरी एक बहुत ही अद्भुत ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, जहाँ लोग बहुत सेल्फलेसली हेल्प करते हैं। और मैंने देखा है, मैं हरजीत जी को भी जानती हूँ कुछ सालों से, और मैंने देखा है कैसे रोटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से मिल करके ये सेल्फलेसली सोसाइटी को गिव बैक करते हैं। बहुत सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, बहुत सारी चैरिटीज़ हैं, पर रोटरी में कुछ अलग है सबसे। और जो उनमें अलग है वो है कि रोटरी के जो मेंबर्स हैं वो जब जैसे एक नॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या नॉर्मल चैरिटी जब कुछ करती है और हम उस चैरिटी के लिए अगर समझो 1 करोड़ भी जमा करते हैं, तो वो चैरिटी रनिंग के एक्सपेंसेस इतने होते हैं कि जो लास्ट पर्सन होता है जिसको जो पैसे पहुंचते हैं वो बहुत थोड़े होते हैं। मतलब 40-50 लाख से लग जाते हैं उनके पूरे रनिंग, उनके ऑफिस एक्सपेंडिचर्स और सब में। लेकिन रोटरी के ऐसे जितने भी मेंबर्स हैं वो सेल्फलेसली हेल्प करते हैं, वो अपने जो एक्सपेंडिचर्स हैं वो भी रोटरी में नहीं डालते हैं। सो मतलब अगर रोटरी 1 करोड़ जमा करता है तो पूरा 1 करोड़ जाता है टुवर्ड्स एक्चुअली द कॉज, जो मैंने बस रोटरी में देखा है अभी तक। सो आई एम वेरी वेरी हैप्पी टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। मैंने इन सब के साथ मिल करके पीडियाट्रिक हार्ट सर्जरीज़ के लिए एक ड्राइव की थी, जहां हमने बहुत सारे हार्ट सर्जरीज़ के लिए साथ में मिल करके हाथ जोड़ करके पैसे रेज किए थे। सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस, और आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ many more projects with them.
Well, I am the governor for District 3141, which comprises of 104 clubs spread right from Kolaba up to Dahanu and Palghar district. The basic objective is doing community service and spreading as much smiles as possible in the community. Our thrust areas this year we have identified are 5 or 6 major focus areas. Primary amongst them is pediatric heart surgeries, like Archna ji just mentioned. We are planning to do a minimum of 1500 pediatric heart surgeries this year. We have tied up with 6 major hospitals. We've signed an MOU with them. Fortis, Wokhart, Ambani, Raheja, all these major hospitals have tied up, and needy children are given this facility free of cost. In fact, the government of Maharashtra has also tied up with us in project Mission Muskan in this area. Our second focus area is to promote skin, eye and organ donation. We believe that most of the deaths that happen because of fires are primarily because skin is not available and the wound gets infected. So we are trying to promote that as much as possible. Water, they say the next world war is going to be fought on water. So that is another major thrust for our district, where we are planning to construct at least 100 check dams in the remote areas of Palghar, Dahanu, Mokhada, Wada and nearby village areas. We are doing project Chini Kam to spread diabetes awareness, which is becoming a major killer, and India is supposed to be the diabetes capital of the world. So these are the primary focus areas which we are going to stress on in the year 1920 with the help of all the 104 clubs.
So it's very fantastic in your primary old ladies like heart surgery, Save the Water campaign and diabetes. These are the main three issues which India is facing in health issue. But what about the you tie with Kokila Bain Ambani, these big hospitals? Majorly those are backward coming, economically backward people are coming in from this government hospital. What are that?
Well, these hospitals are big, but the MOU that they have signed with Rotary is that all surgeries will be done free of cost, and these surgeries are primarily for the backward class people only, people who are below the poverty line. So it doesn't matter which strata of society the child comes from. For us, a child is a child and a life is a life. So all these hospitals will be providing these state-of-the-art facilities to the underprivileged. That is the focus of Rotary.
My association with Rotary Club goes back to just 1 month. And 1 month back when Mr. Harjit Anand invited me to look at some opportunities where we can work together for various social issues and causes. The most important thing I felt was not just giving charity to people and giving them just one-time food. It's very much a taboo in India, you know, like charity, मतलब वो दान कर दिया, बुला के किसी को साड़ी पकड़ा दी, आटा पकड़ा दिया. People think मेरा काम हो गया. But that's not where you end actually. So my concept was more on not just giving you a fish, but training you how to fish. You know, so to give you that rod and give you that ability and skill development, you know, where you can actually go and fish the fish out. So we I'm part of the Royal Family Office of His Highness Sheikh Tahnoon Al Nahyan, who is the grandson of the King of Abu Dhabi, and I report as a group CEO for the entire group. And you must be knowing, आपको पता होगा शायद UAE जो है वो वर्ल्ड में सबसे ज़्यादा चैरिटी और सोशल इम्पैक्ट इन्वेस्टिंग में स्पेंड करता है. अपने GDP का लगभग 3% वो लोग स्पेंड करते हैं अपने सोशल इश्यूज़ के लिए. और हम एक ऐसी कंट्री है जहाँ पर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हैप्पीनेस है, तो जहाँ पर कंपनी की सक्सेस उसकी बैलेंस शीट से नहीं देखी जाती है, बट उसकी एम्प्लॉयज़ कितने हैप्पी है उससे गिनी जाती है. सो आई वांट टू ब्रिंग द क्वेश्चन ऑफ हैप्पीनेस इन आवर कंट्री इंडिया. मतलब अब किसी को भी देख लो हंस नहीं रहा है बंदा, वो खुशी एक वो अलग बात है रीसेंट इश्यूज़, बट आई वांट पीपल टू लाफ, आई वांट पीपल टू स्माइल. सो दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द इनिशिएटिव आई वांट टू ब्रिंग. एंड वो खुशी वो हंसी कब आएगी, जब आप उसको सिर्फ मतलब एक टाइम का खाना नहीं दे रहे हो, बट आप उसको ज़िंदगी भर खाना कमाने के लिए, उसको अपनी फैमिली की ज़रूरतें पूरी करने की उसको ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हो, जब आप उसको पूरी की पूरी अपनी लाइफ सुधारने का मौका देते हो. तो वही एक मौके के तहत व्हाट वी हैव डन. आई स्पीक इन इंग्लिश बिकॉज our friend here, he looks like an Indian, but he's a British citizen, and I'll come to that. So what we are doing is we are doing lightening projects where we are lighting up villages, and we are also doing is a social empowerment project wherein we are not only giving, so what's missing in India today or across the world is skill development. So what we want to do is we want to go into the villages. We want to stop people coming from villages to come into the city and hurt the urban infrastructure. Today you see all the cities like Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, they're all like getting more and more crowded. Okay, yes, the government is developing roads, the government is doing its bit, but the way the population is exploding, it's very difficult for any city to manage and become a smart city in future. So what we want to do is we want to keep the rural population in the villages itself, so that they don't feel the need to leave their villages and go anywhere. For that, what you need to have skill development and training for these poor people or people of the lower strata of society. So what we're going to do is we're going to start skill development. From skill development, we will help them identify local raw materials and local products. And once they produce those local products, what we have also done is we have signed agreements and MOUs with various governments and departmental stores worldwide, like Walmarts or Tesco's or Marks and Spencer's. All these big organizations have come on board as well. So whatever we produce in those villages, we have a direct buyer in the form of these departmental stores, big chains. So what they will do is they will have a separate section in their departmental store, which will say the name of our concept, which is called the Blue Sky Village. And in that section, they will sell only the goods produced by these villages and poor people on this part of the world. So for example, if you picked up a kurta, and if you're trying to buy that, the label says, if you purchase this kurta, Amin in Moradabad will get 500 rupees to run his family. So, and as a buyer, when you're buying that particular item, he knows that I'm helping a poor family directly. You know, so that's a kind of an impact we want to create. And at the same time, it's like earning a respectful bread. So Amina, जो मुरादाबाद में जिसने कुर्ता बनाया है, उसने किसी से charity नहीं ली. She has actually worked for it और उसने 500 rupees कमाकर she's helped her family. Similarly, we want to create many villages. इसके तहत already श्रीलंका में 1-2 villages में काम हो चुका है. Mozambique में we have done some work, and Sri Lanka we have various villages signed up. In Malawi, Mozambique, we have countries like Rwanda. We have in talks with countries in South America. And in India, we want to partner, as we discussed with Harjit ji, to take this initiative forward. We thought no one better than Rotary Club. So that's the reason why we are here today to explore some kind of opportunity together. And at the same time, I would like Nick to speak about it more and perhaps give you a little bit of a video orientation. And then perhaps you'll have more idea about what we've done already, so that you can visualize what we plan to do. एक होता है ना कि करने वाले हैं. You know, one thing is that we are going to do, and one thing is we've already done and executed. And that's what Nick will touch base upon. And this is a very unique concept, which is backed by the British Parliament. So we are appointed by the joint resolution of the British House of Commons or House of Lords, both?
House of Commons.
House of Commons. And so whatever money we generate from here, we have an assurances that the British Parliament will match equally with that kind of donations and that kind of funds commitment. So this is what Nick and I present today as a part of the association. But Nick, I want you to touch up more upon the whole concept, a little bit in detail if you can explain.
I'd like to thank my colleague here, His Excellency Zulfikar Gadali. I have to say this in all honesty, this has actually been led by him. I met him 6 years ago in Mumbai, and I felt that we were on a journey and he was going to help me on this journey. He's very dedicated to myself, and he's dedicated to what we're doing together. For me, addressing poverty, global poverty, is something which is certainly has been tried before and failed. Charity clearly doesn't work. Aid doesn't work. Aid is patronizing. If you give a poor man aid and charity, what you're doing is you're enslaving him. If you give him opportunity, you're empowering him. Now that's the concept of the Blue Sky Village. It's about empowering. Zulfikar touched on many of the things that I would have said, but he got there first, so which shows exactly where his heart is. So I'm very proud of him, extremely proud of him. I'm very dedicated to bringing about his vision. It's not just my vision; it's his vision too.
No, it started by you first, but
well, no. But the point is that
I won't take the credit here. He's the man who started it, and I'm supporting him to take it forward.
Yeah, well, you know,
and you must know today why he's dressed in a normal pant shirt. He could have dressed in a very jazzy suit. But the product that he's wearing is basically the women in Mozambique and Sri Lanka has produced those.
Oh, wow.
yeah, this is the
Nice.
Blue Sky Village shirt. This
Yeah.
is the Blue Sky. You can see the label on it if you look later. I'll show it to you. The point is here is that you need visionaries to work together. There's too much in the world today. Everybody's working against each other. So the greatest victims of that are the poorest people in the world. Let me tell you, although, as Zulfikar said, I look like an Indian, but my heart is in India too. You know, I came here 4 months ago with my daughter, who is the bureau chief for BBC News for South Asia, and we both fell in love with this country straight away. And I love the poorest people in this country because for them, you know, life is a Herculean task. They wake up every morning, they don't know how they're going to feed their kids. What the Blue Sky Village does, it empowers them to take responsibility, but also honors them as human beings. My friend Nelson Mandela, I know it's a name to drop, You know, so if he saw me in the street, he'd say, "Hi, Nick." He's not a friend, but he's very friendly with me. He said his heroes were the poorest people in the world. I believe that there's so much energy amongst the poor of India. If we can harness that energy and redirect it in a different way, those children on the streets could become the next president. For God's sake, we've had somebody that sold tea street to become president. How great would that be for India? India is the only country I know in the world where you can get somebody who sells on the street tea can become president. Something that we should be proud of. Now the reason I'm here is because Zulfikar and I talked about launching our Blue Sky Village idea here in India. Example for the rest of the world how you can make poverty history. That is my mission, is to make poverty history. And this gentleman here is going to help me do that. Now, I was told by a very famous friend of mine many years ago, Anita Roddick, she founded the Body Shop. She coined the phrase trade not aid. She said to me, "Nick, if you meet somebody pure of heart, stick to them like chewing gum to a blanket." So I'm going to stick to him like chewing gum to a blanket. So these are the things that make people like Zulfikar are the very reason that these kind of projects can come about. Now, let me explain in detail a bit more about the Blue Sky Village and why I came up with that concept. I wanted to find another way of addressing global poverty. Charity clearly has failed. We get more poor people in the world than ever before. So let's find a new solution. Now, I'm an entrepreneur, okay? I'm an entrepreneur. I believe that the only way you're going to deliver people out of poverty is through enterprise thinking. It's the only way. There's no other way to do that. So I came up with this concept, trade not aid, which is the Blue Sky Village. Each village will be managed by the villagers. The villagers themselves will be participants in the success of the village. They will be partners in the village. We want private investors to come in, not as a charity, but because they gain something from it as well, as investors. Now, the clever trick here is partnering each village with a community in the West, a wealthy community in the West. So the village has a revenue stream which comes from that community. The shops in that community, as Zulfikar touched on, will sell the products made by each village. So each village has a community to sell the product to. Also, it allows the people who live in the village to build bonds of friendship with the people that they're selling for. So there's a loyalty built in there as well. So we want to replicate these villages all across India. I think this will be a huge opportunity for India to show the world that they pioneered how to get people out of poverty. I genuinely believe that. Just before I end, I just want to tell you a very simple story, which was really moving. I was at the Taj Mahal 3 years ago, and you know at the Taj Mahal there's electric vehicles which takes you. There was a number of children there chasing the vehicle, trying to sell me these trinkets. After we saw the Taj Mahal, I came back and said, "Where are they? I might avoid them." I decided not to. So there was one little girl, she kept running and running and running, and she got me. After about half a mile, she got me and moved me to tears. She was trying to sell these little Taj Mahal trinkets. I bought every one of those trinkets from her. She was about 9 years old. And I thought, if I could give that child the opportunity that she clearly deserves and the energy that she has and the passion, right, and redirect it in a much more positive way, that girl could become anybody, all right? And that's what the Blue Sky Village is doing. It's to take the talented people from the streets of India and make India respect those people. Don't treat them as vermins or nuisances. See them as an asset for India. I believe the poorest are the greatest asset India has. And we need to get every Indian out there to recognize that. Thank you very much.
Great job, and the best part about them is they're hands-on doing the job. You see a change in every sector that they touch. So I think they're doing a great job in both in the water as well as the pediatric heart surgery section that they have. Actually, they are champions of that. Of any project that they take up, their strength is so much, and the way they work is so good that they become champions of that cause. And I'd like to add to something that he just spoke. It's amazing the project that he's come up with, and yes, it's amazing the project that they've come up with, the Blue Sky project. It's amazing, and I'm working on a very similar project with I'm mentoring girls from rural villages in India, and we're teaching them everything from making bags to making trinkets from fabric, and we are helping them become entrepreneurs. So I'm very, very happy to be sitting next to both these gentlemen, and I completely endorse their thoughts.
Can I just add to that? Because the other things is that one of the things that I thought about was, will it create creating a village, a completely new village, giving people a home which is much better than they're used to living in, giving them a fair wage, but also taking consideration of the people around the village, because there might be some resentment, by others. How come they are in the village and we're not? So, how we solve that problem is in each village there'll be a marketplace. So those people will be invited to come and sell their goods. And in the village as well, there'll be a cinema and a theatre. Because why shouldn't hard-working people enjoy those fruits that we better off take for granted? Let's give them some enjoyment. Let the children be children. Let the children be learners, not earners. That's my slogan. Learners, not earners.
So true.
And the farmers around the village will be supplying the produce to the village, which we then turn into pickles, sauces, food products, which will be branded under the Blue Sky Village name and sold in the supermarkets in the districts that each village has been twinned with. So, it is a very practical business solution to ending poverty rather than a charity. Everybody benefits in the region.
Yes.
गुड इवनिंग, माय नेम इज चेतन रंगलानी. मैं एक प्रोजेक्ट करने जा रहा हूँ, हेल्प फीमेल एसिड विक्टिम्स. हमारा प्रोजेक्ट 5 लाख रुपए का है. 1 लाख मेरी बेटी दे रही है, 2 लाख मैं कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा हूँ और 2 लाख मेरा क्लब कर रहा है. और हम 50 विक्टिम्स को हेल्प करना चाहते हैं टू द ट्यून ऑफ 11,000 रुपीज़. हमें विक्टिम्स नहीं मिल रहे हैं. एक NGO है साहस फाउंडेशन, उसके अंडर में 20 विक्टिम्स हैं, पर वो लेडी हमें अपने विक्टिम्स नहीं दे रही हैं कि हम उनको 11,000 रुपए का चेक दे सकें. आई कैन गो अप टू 6 lakhs, आई कैन गो अप टू 7 lakhs, आई कैन गो अप टू 8 lakhs even. पर हमें विक्टिम्स चाहिए. कोई भी हमें लाके देगा, हम उनको फैसिलिटेट करेंगे. 4 सितंबर 2019 को खारजिम खाना में. आप लोग प्रेस से हैं, यदि आप मुझे विक्टिम लाके देंगे, जेन्युइन विक्टिम, हम उनके नाम का चेक देंगे, किसी NGO को चेक नहीं देंगे, क्योंकि NGO 50% रख देता है, 50% सिर्फ अपने विक्टिम्स को देता है. यदि हमें मिलेगा तो मुझे खुशी होगी कि मैं 8 लाख रुपए तक ये प्रोजेक्ट कर सकूं. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Past president of Rotary Club Khar. Friends at Rotary Club, we provide many projects which touch the life of people, like midday meal, providing medical facilities, or blood donation camp. However, we thought we must take up long enduring project which provide continuous benefit to people at large. With that concept came what project? Then we had decided to give ambulance. Then why question came, why ambulance start? We had a saying going on in the city that here pizzas reach in less than 30 minutes, but the ambulance take long time to reach. And it sometimes, friend, it could be very fatal. So with that concept, we provided fully equipped cardiac ambulance to Guru Nanak Hospital at Bandra East, and they are running it very well. Do not charge single penny to the needy people and charge only 1,000 where people could afford. So this is the concept, and we are fortunately we belong to a club wherein district which are having more than 104 clubs. If 30% or 40% of the club take up this project, I'm sure it could bring a great relief to citizen of Mumbai. Thank you, friend.
Okay, can I just add to what this gentleman said about the clinic, about the ambulance? I forgot to mention in each village there's a clinic and there's a school. Okay? The clinic will provide the best healthcare that's available to us. We have got together some of the world's top doctors who will give online consultations to some of the poorest.
We have 5 to 10 machines which will continue to provide dialysis without charging any single rupee, and that too at remote places. So these are going to be a real helpful to people. That's how we want to touch the life of people, how they can be more helpful to people.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good evening. My name is Raghavan. I am the secretary of this club and a past president also. I would like to tell you one of the 2 projects which we will be doing, which has been one of the thrust areas of the district and very nearer to you. We are giving prostrate to amputee children, calipers to polio affected children, and crutches to handicapped children. This is one of our major projects. After 10 years we have been doing. We did with global grant, and we have served about 1,200 children all over the municipal areas. We will be talking about the downtrodden people and the municipal children. Who they have nothing to go about. We are helping them, especially crutches. They grow old. It has to be replenished. So we continuously do this job, and this year also we'll be doing. Chetan Ranglani ji also will be helping us. The second major project which we are doing is check dams, because water is that, you know, like you say, world war is going to happen for the water. We will be making 6 check dams in Thane district, Vikramabad area, and we will be taking the global grant of the Rotary. See, global grant of the Rotary is, we are giving a lot of money to the Rotary, it all comes back to us. So they give us grant, and that project outlay is about 50 lakhs, and it will be benefiting more than 10,000 farmers. 10,000 farmers, you know, a lot of farmers, suicide and all are in that area. Not only drinking water, irrigation also will be doing. So this is our 2 areas which our club is going to do. That is what I would like to inform you.
Sir, just one question. Are you planning to take a big celebrity to help more, create more awareness, like for your Rotary Club members?
Yeah. See, Amir Khan has been associated with us in a big way. Amir Khan is associated, and then we would like to take, we have enough celebrities, we can, anybody is going to come with us. But what we need is funds, and we need, there is one more RTI Charitable Trust also, with whom also we are going to tie up. Because we would like to do it in a big way, which is going to affect a lot of people, not a very few people. Thank you.
Avenue Chair for Rotary Seva Abhiyan. Rotary Seva Abhiyan is one of the Rotary's avenue where we do 5 to 6 big projects throughout the district. We have planned this year blood donation camp not only once but 3 times in a year. We already completed one big blood donation where we collected more than 1500 bottles of blood and few of the pledges for organ donation where more than 100 clubs took part. Our second project which is coming up is a Rojgar Mela which will happen throughout the Bombay, throughout our district. And we are even opening first time in our district is a permanent placement cell. Third project what we are going to do is a women's safety. We want to teach ladies and women how to protect themselves, and that also we are going to do it in a big way. Fourth project what we will be doing is for youth basically. It's a competition of all the youth. It will be for 2 days, 14th and 15th of December. Then we are going to recognize certain vocational who are touching our day-to-day life. Like maybe auto rickshaw guy, maybe conductor, maybe ward boy or someone like that. That will happen in the month of January, and we have given theme as a Mumbai Meri Jaan. So whoever is making a little difference to our city, we are going to recognize those people. More than 35 to 40 people will be recognizing. And last one, under Rotary Seva Abhiyan, what we will be doing is a Parivar Mela, which will be a complete Rotary, road track, inner wheel and interact. Everyone will come together, and that is where we have given theme as internationality. We will be having a theme on different countries. We will be calling in Consulate General of all the countries, and that is how we want to spread and give benefit to entire community in a much bigger way. Thank you. Thank you. I am Beena Chablani, a member of the Inner Wheel Club of Mumbai Khar. Inner Wheel is an organization that is a partner in service with the Rotary. We started off the Inner Wheel when women were not allowed to be members of Rotary. But later on, women were taken in as Rotarians also. But Inner Wheel exists as a separate organization, and we have our headquarters in UK, while Rotary has its headquarters in the US. We do our own individual projects, and every year we are given a list of projects from the district where we try to perform. And this year we are performing with Rotary, and we are doing a project on e-waste, where we are trying to encourage everybody to dispose of e-waste so that it is for the betterment of the society. The other project, Prerna, please tell us.
I am the president of our club this year. My name is Prerna Rijwani, and we are following the directives coming from the district. This year our main focus, besides being the e-waste, would be Mission Mamta, where we are working towards an orphan-free India. So we have directives to create awareness and work for the cause. Another important project that we are doing this year is Earth, a fundraiser, where we are trying to promote wellness and well-being. My chairperson, Reena Madnani here, would tell you more about our fundraiser, Earth.
My name is Reena Madnani. I'm the club correspondent of Innoveel of Mumbai Khar. This year, our fundraiser is called Earth. We believe that it is our duty to give back to the environment. Thus, Earth has been brought up. It's a